Alright, what's going on everybody? Got another super helpful video coming at you here today. How to recover faster. Now I have seen videos like this up and I've watched them in the far past, but this is just a video I want to do because I got different recommendations and tactics here you can use that I haven't heard anybody else talk about in the videos that I have seen, even though it has been a while. But got a bunch of super helpful tips here. If you do these, trust me, you will be recovering a lot faster. Before I get into those, now see this super sexy shredded tank here. I just made these a couple days ago. See the back here, got the kg with the fitness on it. If you want to pick you one of these up, 15% off for a week, only a week. YouTube 15 at checkout. Limited stock, so if you want to get you one, make sure and go ahead and grab one while they do last. 100% custom design, not even anywhere else in the world. I came up with it myself. Alright, anyway, to the video here. How to recover faster. Again, I sat down in there probably 15 minutes or so. I don't know how long it really took me. I was just sitting down, made a list here so I can be a little more organized. Okay. First tip here is going to be something called grounding yourself or earthing yourself. Now, what earthing means and grounding means. You see the grass down there. What that means is being barefoot on some grass on the earth. Grass is the best because the ground has negative ions in it, okay? And when you earth yourself, you ground yourself for at least 20 minutes a day, you're going to be getting the negative ions, enough of them through the earth, and that's going to reduce inflammation. I know that sounds crazy, but believe me, it helps. I've seen it in my life. I originally first heard of this term from Ben Greenfield, and he goes into more of the science and stuff on it. You can actually use it with water as well to make your water more hydrating. That's a whole nother. I actually have a whole video on that. Type in what's the healthiest water you can drink or the best water you can drink on my channel, or just type in water and Kyle Gainey. You'll find that's a really cool video I did. It kind of goes in that too. But ground yourself 20 minutes a day, at the very least 20 minutes a day. I'm telling you, it helps a lot. You might think that's crazy as hell. I'm telling you, I haven't seen anybody else on YouTube talking about this in the fitness realm. But being barefoot on the earth, the more your body you can get on the earth, the better. I'm telling you, it really helps. Alright, so tip number 2 is going to be get at least 20 minutes of proper sunlight a day on as much of your body as you possibly can. Proper sunlight. Now, why I say proper is because you want the sun to be above a 50-degree angle in the sky, because when it's above a 50-degree angle, you're going to be getting UVB rays, which are the rays that are going to be giving you all the good vitamin D that you want. The more straight above you the sun can be, the better. That's the best time to do it during the day. And it does vary throughout the time of the day. There's an app I use. I'll probably just comment on the video. I think you can drop a link. So I'll drop the link in the video. It's called it's like a NASA website, and they compute. If you type in your city, state, you can track the moon and sun, but it computes. And however, I do 10-minute intervals throughout the day. You can see where the sun's gonna be at and what angle it is. Sometimes it gets up to 78, 80. That's when you want to be laying in the sun at least 20 minutes a day, because that's when you're gonna be, like I said, you're gonna be getting the good UVB rays, vitamin D, and when it's below 50-degree angles, you're just getting UVA rays, because the UVA rays are longer. That's the kind of sunlight, the UVA, that's gonna be giving you skin cancer. So get the UVB, that's the good, healthy kind. UVA, bad kind. And you can't. I've researched on this. You can't get enough vitamin D just in your diet. So it's very important. It has a lot of functions in the body. So make sure you're getting at least 20. Now me, you see how fair I am. I lay out. Now I build up, okay, because I'm so white. I'm up to 7 minutes on each side every other day is what I do. And over time, you can start small and then work up, just like lifting, just like with anything in life. You can start small and then build up. That's what I do. Eventually I'm gonna go up to 8 minutes each side, then 9, then 10. I'll cut it off at a certain 10, maybe where I cut it off. I don't know yet. Anyway, that's it for tip number 2. Tip number 3 here is gonna be get good quality sleep. Now, here's how you can get good quality sleep. I know that, like, yeah, duh, I know I need to sleep good, but that's the best time your body is resting, is when you're sleeping. Now, here's how to get the best quality sleep. Sleep on the same schedule every night. Get on the same sleeping routine. There's been studies on that. The people who sleep on the same exact routine are more well rested than other people who sleep 9 hours one day, 6 hours one night, 7 hours one night, 3 hours one night, 10 hours one night. Like, you get, the more on a routine you can be, the better. Your body just gets used to it. It's just more optimized. And now, to make, again, the better quality sleep, you want to make your room temperature cold. I believe it's about 68 to 70 degrees. It was what I've heard has been like the perfect, or I believe 68 is what's like been shown in studies to be like the best temp for your body. For some reason, when your body's colder, it sleeps better. I don't know why it does that. It repairs better and everything's better for some reason. So, and then you also want to make sure the room is completely blacked out. You don't want your light, like one little light on your laptop flashing from like a Xbox power cord on. You want no light. Now, if you can't get out all the light, wear a sleep mask. I wear a sleep mask because there's so much light that comes in through my windows. That helps out a lot. Any light your eyes see that is blue light, which is sunlight, or any kind of little lights you got going on, when it picks up and that hits your brain stops making, I think, melatonin, which is gonna make you sleepy, right? It triggers you basically to wake up in your brain. Yeah, you can go back to sleep, but you're not gonna be getting as good as quality sleep. Your brain's wired to, once you see, light, when it hits it, it's time to get up. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so make it colder, wear a sleep mask, or black out the room there. And you need to make it as quiet as possible. Now, if you're not going to cut the tent way down, you're going to use a fan or something. If it's super loud, that's not going to be good. Y'all wear earplugs if you need to. I do that every now and then, but I've stopped here recently. I don't do it when I'm staying here by myself, just for if somebody were ever to break in. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm scared of that or nothing. It's just, you see what I'm saying? It'd just be kind of dumb too, I think. So stop doing that. But I've noticed when I do wear my earplugs, I sleep extra hard, because sometimes the neighbors are cutting grass and dogs are barking and stuff. It just makes it that much better of a deep sleep. Okay, now if you can't get as much sleep as you need, I recommend 8 to 9, especially if you're lifting, more towards the 9. If you're exercising a lot, more towards the 9. There's been numerous studies. The ones that come out recently showed a bunch of different athletes. Basically, the more they sleep, the better they perform, basically, is what it comes down to. So the more good quality sleep, and again, it's quality over quantity. So you want to make sure you're getting that. If you can't sleep, say if you only can sleep 7 hours, well, make sure it's good and cold in there. Make sure it's blacked out. Make sure it's silent, so you get good quality out of it. And if you can't get enough sleep in one, like overnight, get a 20-30 minute power nap sometime during the day. Alright, next tip, main header here, is going to be nutrition. Now, you want to make sure you eat as natural and less processed food as possible. Just way easier on the digestion of the body, and it's going to be a lot healthier for longevity as well. You want to be eating tons of fruits and vegetables. They have a bunch of vitamins and anti-inflammatory properties, which is going to heal you up the fastest, and it's going to be good for your digestion as well because of the fiber in the fruits and vegetables. Now, you want to make sure you're eating enough protein as well. If you're lifting, you need to be having more, obviously, if you're a non-lifter, because you need to build back up your broken down protein, your muscle fibers. I'm just reading here, guys. I know it, but I just want to make sure I'm not missing any points I got down here. Because protein is the building blocks of muscle, and I don't know if you know that. But I suggest 1 gram per pound of body weight cutting and bulking. I normally shoot for that, but even when you're bulking, you can go a little bit less, 0.9, 0.8 when you are bulking in a caloric surplus. But I normally tend to stay, when I'm cutting, I definitely go 1, sometimes a little bit above. When I'm bulking, I'm either at 1 or slightly below. That's just worked for me, and studies have shown like you don't need more than that. And that's a very reasonable, and it's not crazy hard to eat amount of protein. Okay, and another tip, go liquid, like smoothies and stuff. The more liquid you can go, the less digestion is needed, less energy used for digestion, and the faster the nutrients you're going to get to your body. right? They're gonna get, the faster the nutrients can get to the places in your body that need to be repaired, and the less digestion there is, the less energy used on digestion, more energy used on your body healing other things in your body. So last tip on our nutrition here is going to be drink herbal teas, because you get the nutrients of the, you know, the herbs and the roots and stuff, the, you know, the whatever mixtures you get without calories, and it's like, you know, it's just liquid nutrition. Again, easy on the digestion, no digestion basically. It's just liquid water with nutrients in it basically, no calories though. Alright, this is going to be 1, 2, 3. The fourth header here is going to be do a brisk walk or a slower walk for a longer distance time. I normally do like a 20, I basically walk 1.1 miles when I go walk. It's just the length of the trail. Walk a mile or two. Normally when I do the 2 miles, it's really good. You just kind of want to get your heart rate up a little bit, just get that blood flowing. Now you can do a more of a brisk walk and do it for shorter or for that mile or so. Or you can do some short distance jogging, or you can set, because if you're lifting weights and you're trying to hold on to muscle mass, long distance running and jogging is going to be counterproductive. It's going to be eating away your white muscle fiber, which is the fibers that grow the most. That's a whole nother video getting in how it breaks it down. I don't want to just if you're going to do some jogging, do it in a high intensity interval style training. Do it in a HIIT style training system where you might just jog 40 yards and then you rest a couple minutes, then you jog 40 yards and you rest a couple minutes. You know what I'm saying? Or you jog for 60 seconds and you walk 2 or 3 minutes and you jog for 60 seconds. Just don't go out and jog for long. So do it, if you're going to do the jogging, do it, like I said, in like an interval training system there. And the reason is for that is when you do the light intensity walking or the brisk walking or the light jogging like that, you get the blood flow throughout the body without that much damage on the body. So, you know, when you go lift, you're causing, yeah, you're getting blood flow when you're lifting weights and doing, you know, deadlifts and squats and benching and pull-ups and stuff. Yeah, you're getting blood flow, but you're doing so much damage to the body. You know, that's why you need to recover from it. But if you just go walk, you don't really need to recover from that. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to get the heart rate up more, or get your body temperature up more. The hotter you can get, you know what I'm saying, the more you're just gonna speed up that recovery process. The more blood can go into the places that need, you know, the more blood, the more nutrients are getting in there to heal it up faster. Okay, tip number, I don't know if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6 here is going to be stay hydrated. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Really how you can measure that is just make sure your urine stays clear. That's how I just keep up with it. I normally like to shoot for around a gallon a day though. For me personally, I'm 6 foot 161, 162, but everybody's a little bit different. It depends how much you sweat. The more you sweat, the more, you know, nutrition and hydration and water and stuff you need back in. So everybody's a little bit different, but that's how I like to, that's a good gauge. If you're peeing out super yellow or dark yellow, you want to start drinking some more water and try to get that more clear. Another thing under the hydration here, you want to make sure you eat bananas and drink coconut water, because they are super high in potassium. Potassium hydrates the blood. Coconut water actually has a lot more potassium than bananas, and it's a lot less calories. So just make sure you're eating and drinking, you know, plenty of foods with potassium in them to hydrate your blood. Again, the more hydrated you could be. When you're hydrated, you're not just hydrated, you know what I'm saying, you're down on a cellular level hydrated, which is, you know, you're going to make you perform more optimally. There's even been studies showing people slightly dehydrated perform not as good, and talking like a very slight level of dehydration is pretty crazy how mild the dehydration was and how much it impacted the performance. It was a study I read a while back. Okay, now another tip here is going to be fasting. What I've heard is around the 14 to 18 hour part of a fast is where like the HGH just jumps and skyrockets like crazy up to like, I'm not 100% sure on this number, I believe the number is like 2,500 though % raise in HGH. I've heard a bunch of different numbers, but just know that it skyrockets like crazy around that 14 to 18 hour mark. And what that's doing, it's giving the body when you're fasting, it's giving the body time to use its own energy stores, right? You're not sitting there digesting food. It's going in, your body's going to start repairing itself when it doesn't have to worry about digesting food every couple hours. Okay, and And again, the HGH jump skyrocket, that's just going to be making you feel a whole lot better as well. Alright, now coming down to the last two tips here. Next to last is going to be meditate. I know you're thinking, what the hell? Meditate, bro. I'm trying to get back in the gym. What the hell are you talking about? Well, it's because stress, man. You want to meditate to reduce your stress. And the same thing, like I suggest doing like a hobby or something, drawing or read any kind of little hobby, some woodwork or carving out something. Any kind of hobby you can have that, you know, you do it and it's like nothing else exists to you. You're just in the zone. It's very relaxing, peaceful. You know what I'm saying? It's just something you enjoy doing like crazy. It's very stress relieving. So really the whole point of this one is stress relief. You want to meditate. There's a whole different kind of forms. I pretty much do mindful. I just focus on my breath in and out. Try to really clear out my head. Get to a state of bliss. It's absolutely amazing. And basically keep this in mind throughout your day if you're working or just living. You know, stuff goes wrong throughout life, or you drop something. Don't freak out, or if somebody calls and you gotta do this, that. Oh, I don't feel like, oh, I gotta do all this. Like, stop, take a deep breath, just relax. Everything is all good. You know what I'm saying? You got so much to be thankful for. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're watching this video of the internet, and you know what I'm saying? Like, just try to remain as stress-free and possible as life, because what is lifting and exercising? That's a stress on the body. So, you know, stress has always been called the silent killer. You know, like when a husband or a wife dies in a marriage and not too much longer the other one dies, because it like just eats them up from the inside out. So the less stress you can have overall, like that kind of stress takes a toll on your gym performance as well. So just try to be as stress-free as possible. Do things that are going to relieve the stress, and don't stress out over anything, because there's a good quote I heard: don't stress the small stuff, and everything's small stuff. And the last thing is going to be stretching. Now, I haven't ever looked into some scientific data on stretching, but for me personally, myself, it helps me prevent injuries. I've had some injuries sometimes, or starting to get some nags, and I stretch out certain things and it goes away. But what I've noticed for myself, I stretch after every weightlifting session now, and I've done periods where I haven't, and I've done long periods where I have. You know, to test it, because you don't know if it works if you just always do it. So you know, I went months and months and months stretching, then I'd take a break, and then I'd come back to it and notice, or just by stopping I could tell, I recover a lot faster. I'm not as sore when I stretch after the workout. I don't know the exact why because of that, but I just know it works, or it works for me at least. So give that a try if you don't do that. I haven't experimented too much with foam rolling after. I've dabbled with it here and there, hadn't tried too much though. But that's gonna be it for the video. Hope y'all enjoyed the tips. Hope that helped you. I'm telling you, give these a try, and if you don't, maybe if you only do a couple of these, add in a couple more that you didn't know of. I'm telling you, they will improve you. And some things take time. Like, just say, okay, you try to do this earth thing. You do it for one day. Man, I don't feel nothing like doing it done. I don't do it one day. Do it a month. Do it a couple months, and then stop, and then see if you can see a difference. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, you know what I'm saying, the more I keep doing, some stuff you have to do, you have to keep doing it to start seeing the benefits of it. Well, it's kind of like that with this. So, or for me it was, maybe it's different for you. But give these a try. Hopefully that can help you recover faster, because you know, the faster you can recover, the faster you can go back in the gym, and the faster you can recover. So it's just, you know, look at it in a year. If you can get back in the gym more often and recover more often, that's more gains at the end of that year, or the end of any time frame. So over your whole lifting career, your whole life, you get more lifting in, you get more, to do more in everything in life, because you're recovering. Your recovery is everything. You know what I'm saying? You really only as fast as you can recover training wise, because you only can train when you recover, or else you're going to run into some problems. Anyway, end the video here. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope that helped y'all out. These are, like I said, tips I use. They help me out a lot. Hope it helps you in your lifting career, whatever kind of exercising program you're on. Please like the video if I did help you. And if I didn't help you and you hated the video and you didn't like it, like the video anyway. Share the video. Please share the video. I'm trying to get this information out to as many people as possible. All the videos I make, they're helpful, and I really want to share them to help as many people as possible. So if you share this, I don't even care about it for the views and stuff. Yeah, views are cool. I love them. Awesome. But I really genuinely want to help people with all kind of fitness and health tips and all kind of stuff. If y'all know me, y'all know all the kind of stuff I go into. But anyway, go ahead and subscribe too, if you would. I've been posting. I pretty much post once a day. Every now and then I'll stumble up on that, but constantly pumping out videos here. Got a bunch of ideas for the channel. And lastly, comment down below anything you didn't know for the tips, or any kind of tips you got that I didn't mention. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, everybody. Don't forget to go pick you up one of these shirts. Mean the world to me. 2 videos back, got the whole video of the whole process of me working on these. Go and check that out. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. KG, checking out. Stay happy, stay healthy. Go make y'all some gains, everybody. See y'all in the next one. Peace out.